In previous lecture, there was a discussion regarding beginning the process of analysis with a URL or IP address associated with the malicious activity. So Volatility has the ability to pull out the memory image existing and even exited network connection that were still resident at the time of the acquisition. So the NetScan plugin scans the memory image for network artifacts. Actually, I have to, let's here, clear, and here. So the NetScan plugin in Volatility scans the memory image of artifacts, and the plugin will find the TCP and UDP endpoints and listeners, as well as provide the local and foreign IP addresses. So the NetScan will only work with this 32-bit and 64-bit Windows Vista, Windows 7, Windows 10, and Windows 2008 server or newer ones. So one key feature that is of help to the instant response analyst with the NetScan plugin is that for the network connections, the process owner is indicated in the output. So this is useful determining whether a connection is utilizing Internet Explorer or another process, so such as remote desktop services or SMB. So now let's run the program here and run the run the plugin here, NetScan, and here, yeah. Why the command is profile? Yeah, the NetScan is for the newer versions for Volatility. That's because, as I said earlier, the NetScan will not work in the Windows XP file. NetScan works with Windows Vista, Windows 7, and Windows 10. But we have an alternative here for Windows here. So that's the ConScan. ConScan actually pretty different, but actually not kind of different, but yeah, the NetScan is more NetScan has more features and gives more information here. So for earlier versions of Windows, such as Windows XP, that we are analyzing now here, yeah, for Windows XP that we are analyzing now, the ConScan plugin performs the same function as the NetScan plugin. So the ConScan plugin finds the TCP/T object and is able to find both existing and exited connections. So this provides responders with data concerning connections in relation to process that were running. So to determine the network connections, run here ConScan plugin against the R2D2 image, and that's it here. This is our Trojan IP address that were connected to. So the output indicates that the process ID of 1956, which is actually doesn't show which executable is that, but we will see so long. But the parent process of reader SL, as we know, because as you remember, we suspected the reader SL.exe file that were running on the process, and that is probably like 99% or this reader SL address. But we will investigate, and I will show you facts that how this reader SL and how these IP address is associated with it. So here, the IP address 172.16.98.1 and 4x6 port was associated with several URLs that were communicating with malicious executables. So here, now we can here copy this. So this here, we're gonna paste it here. Suspected here. Yeah. So taking the data was derived from the process analysis in conjunction with the IP address taken from the network connection. So there's enough reason to believe one or both of the explorer.exe and reader.sl.exe process are associated with malicious code, and this is the IP address connecting to them. And yeah, in next lecture, the reader SL will be extracted along with its associated DLL files for analysis.